You should now be comfortable using and recalling the special outlines in lesson 1 and have learnt them well enough to write them and remember them quickly. The common words that come up are very useful when it comes to speed, but obviously only if you can write them quickly. So later on in the lessons, when the special outlines become a bit less common, you can decide which ones you think you're going to be using in your vocabulary and in the terminology that you're going to work with, and then you can be selective. But for now, the common ones will come up quite often, so learn them as best you can. So I'm going to give you a little test now, and I'm going to write them in the order that you've learnt them in the lesson. First of all, the ones that you learnt in the exercise. And I'm going to put them up and see if you can read them as quickly as I put them up on the board. Ready? How did you get on? Okay, let me read them out to you and see if you did well. Go, he, ability, letter or lady, be or been, department, from, we, accident, thee, do or day, me, I, kind, and the last one is are. So now I'm going to read them to you, and I want you to see, without looking at the screen, if you can write them as quickly as I read them out to you. Ready? Go, he, ability, letter, be, department, from, we, accident, thee, do, me, I, kind, and are. And have a look on the board, see if you've got them all right. Remember when you're learning them that again they're logical, they're based on the letter that they come from. So a B is a B, and it also stands for been. W is we, which is a most common word that begins with W. And then later on you might want to make up your own and use the ones that you use in your workplace or whenever you're going to use Teeline, and just make up your own shortcuts with the letters that only you know. And as long as they're easier and quicker to write in full, then they're going to be very useful to you. So now I'm going to test you with the rest of them, because there are more. So let's put some more up on the board and see if you can read the following. Ready? How did you do with those? Able or able to, your, at, above the line in the T position. We again, very. And the SH symbol is shall, I. Q for question, N for and, O for of. Above the line, as if it's got the F attached. So imagine it if it had the F attached, so it ends up above the line. That's how you should remember it. So again, I don't want you to try and drill these. You shouldn't have to drill them to remember them, but try and learn them logically and remember how they're formed and where they come from. So if it had the F, it would be off. So without the F, it's of. So I hope you did well, and remember to try and keep up with these. It's like learning vocabulary if you're learning a new language. It's best to learn as many as possible, as well as possible.